Good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. Back at it again on Resident Evil 2. Doing my favorite speedrun of this game. The the wonderful Claire run. Alright. So I did adjust the in-game audio. Hopefully the cutscenes and gunfire doesn't overpower my voice like it did in the first video.
¿Estás bien?
Okay, so I am currently playing in the
Voy a ver.
Spanish voiceover, just for variety.
No des un paso más.
Alright, this zombie lately has been really giving me some issues, just like the other two that I need for my run. So let's see if he doesn't give me an issue. Okay, so as soon as you walk past that front shelf there, that's the kind of pattern that you want to see. But lately he's been coming straight at me, and I don't know why. Okay, just like in my last commentary video, I don't expect this run to go smoothly. Not to sound unoptimistic, but the two zombies I need to get out of bounds with have been really giving me some issues. I want to say probably more of the sewer zombie that I need, the man in the blue suit. Yeah, lately he's just I haven't really been able to get that pattern down as well as I used to, especially before I started recording these and posting them. So my capture device isn't really the greatest. I've noticed from my video playback that it looks a little bit fuzzy. So I'm using like a very cheap card that I bought off of Amazon. Question mark. Okay, normally that menuing system hasn't really given me issues, but again, it's just what happens when you're recording a voiceover and gameplay at the same time.
Concéntrate, Claire. Concéntrate.
So yeah, what I was saying is I got a very budget and capturing device that I'm currently using, and the quality isn't really there, especially like to my liking. And I know this is just for fun.
Oh, Dios mío.
¡Abrid! ¡Rápido! ¡Abrid! ¡Abrid esta puerta!
Ooh. Okay. So I think the next order of business is to get a little bit more premium of a capture device. So I'll see.
¿Nadie sabe cómo empezó?
Okay. Alright, let's do this. So I noticed that when I'm doing this voiceover and capture at the same time, the audio in my headphones is like slightly reversed. And for those... Ooh, I didn't want to do that. For the zombies, I need a voice cue. Or a sound cue, not voice. With the first zombie, it's generally three lunges, and then I can get out of bounds. For the sewer zombie, I think it's 2. It really just depends on his placement. And like I stated earlier, I haven't really been able to get it down lately, and it's really, really unfortunate. But for the most part, the beginning up until this library point is always consistent. Or I should say about 98%. That zombie in the beginning, he's been a wild card lately. get rid of this guy here so that way he doesn't give us any trouble later. Meaning as I get up the stairs. Okay, so now we are getting to the library. This is the point of failure in the run, where a lot of my resets, as of late, have been happening. Especially with the Spanish voiceover, and I don't understand that. Okay, we got a very excellent pattern.
¿Qué pasa?
Hopefully she keeps walking straight and doesn't trip over that zombie. Okay, she went through him. Perfect.
Voy para allá.
So again, if I got this first try and the second zombie first try, I could beat my record of 27. I could probably get maybe a 26. Okay. So don't run into the wall. Come on. Come on, baby.
Dios.
Okay. Ooh, that's a interesting shuffle. Okay. Alright. I think we have a run here if I get this first try, and also the second one, probably most importantly. So what I try to do is make sure she gets past the... what would you call that? The little handle there? Okay, interesting lunge. Alright, I'm going to be quiet here just because I need to hear the sound cues with her. We'll see. That one might have been too far. Oh, okay, good. Okay, adjust my height. This is going to be loud. Beautiful. Alright, so this part has been giving me issues probably for a while, but I believe I am slowly improving this method first try. Okay, adjust my height. Line myself up with that bookcase, not book. I don't know what the hell I tried to say there. Alright, so hopefully this... okay, good. So what I've been doing there, instead of waiting for the transition, or load zone probably better, I've been running straight for that sedan that I used to get out of bounds with. And I hug the trunk of the sedan because it loads in the rest of the construction area that you see in front of you now, hopefully in the capture. And that's very important because if I don't load that in correctly, quote unquote, right? I basically wander in a void world with some of the textures trying to spawn in and out. Okay, let's see. Alright, so I've been playing it a little bit more safe by aiming down and locking my or slowing down Claire's positioning so I can run up the scaffolding stuff there, just so that we have enough height to get out of bounds. This is another improvement I've been working on. Okay, obviously still needs work. So what I plan to do moving forward is practicing getting on the trunk, or not the trunk, sorry, the front end of that sedan, but aim, just so that way I stop my speed and any momentum that I carry. And by doing that, I already have the placement I need just to move forward and immediately walk in bounds. So again, just like little small tweaks into this run I've been working on. Just for fun, mind you. Okay. So far so good. I like the way how this is progressing along, but again, this is the second point of failure for us. Not the greatest.
Hola. Tengo el colgante.
It's really funny hearing that in Spanish. Alright, so another little silly thing that's been giving me issues is this ladder, believe it or not. Sometimes Claire just looks at it and I just run around like a fool.
Sherry. Sherry, ¿estás aquí? ¿Qué? Sherry, voy para allá. ¡Ah! Venga, venga.
I'm trying not to talk over the voices.
No pares.
So that's why like I pause with dialogue.
Sigue.
Skip. Okay. Oh, so far so good, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. Alright, so what I've
Sherry, ¿puedes oírme?
been doing lately, and hold on, some voice right here.
Ahora voy a oler a mierda, literalmente.
It's very funny. So I've been using the first aid spray just before I get into the sewers. At this point, it doesn't really matter when I use it, but I try to use it early on because I think, and correct me if I'm wrong, in her caution state, or any of the characters' caution state, they move, I think they move a little bit slower. So I've just been trying to use the first aid spray just before I drop down. Okay, so didn't really get the quick shot there. I'll explain that right now.
Aguanta, Sherry. Ya llego.
So in some of my other runs, what I've been doing is opening the door really quickly, firing, and then turning around. So what that does is it avoids that animation of me shielding my face. I mean, you have a rocket launcher, so it makes sense, but I try to avoid any unnecessary animations if possible. This will be a little bit loud. Come on, fella. Okay, that's decent. Now shoot off the other leg. Good. So like I was saying, this zombie has been giving me so many issues, and I've been ending a lot of runs as of late because of this man here. Okay. Alright, so his lunge, I think it's 2, depending on his placement, of course. Ooh. That is not really great. So he actually turned around a lot quicker than I expected. Normally he will crawl close to this little tarp area. But yeah, lately he's been not cooperating with me. Okay, you see what I mean? He's a little bit on the tarp. Too slow. Yeah, that was too slow. That would have been great, but yeah, it was a little bit too slow on Claire's movement, but we'll see. Hopefully the third time be great.
¿Qué demonios te pasa?
He's in the center. That's not really that great, but okay, at least we avoided it. Well, third time's the try. Or charm. A try. Okay. Uh-oh. That's never happened before. I never got stuck on the light, but hey, at least I'm recording it. And you can see the sort of silliness that happens. Alright, so generally that works the first try. And you want to run completely over the wall where you first came into this area. Adjust your height with these steps. Awkwardly fumble your movement, but hey. Alright.
La vía con destino a Nest. No salga hasta el destino final.
Alright, just because we did everything the correct way, you'll see a T-pose of Sherry.
Vamos a curarte. Aguanta, Sherry. Todo irá bien.
So in the intended
Por su seguridad, espere hasta que las puertas se abran del todo.
the intended way of this run, you're supposed to be carrying
Por su
Sherry.
seguridad, espere hasta que las
But
puertas se
you know,
abran
since
del
we did
todo.
it the super right way, we don't have Sherry currently because she is standing
Por su
there,
seguridad, espere hasta
hugging
que
an
las
invisible,
puertas se abran del todo.
an invisible bear. There
Disfruten
you
de su visita.
go. Okay. I suppose I should get rid of this. So normally I get rid of that knife when I'm walking into the sewers, just because I don't need it, but playing it safe in case I get attacked by the sewer zombie. So casually, this area seems a little bit scary, just because there are a lot of zombies in there, and it is very intimidating close quarters. Alright, for the SWAT zombie. Fortunately, the distance is still close enough to see the animation, but at least we got him. Okay. So now I would say that the rest of the run is easy in the sense that you don't have to worry about clipping out of bounds. I don't believe anyone has found a out of bounds for this.
Dr. Lee, el jefe Cartwright le necesita urgentemente en el área este.
An out of bounds clip for this area. I don't think you can adjust your height low enough to even get down the elevator shaft you see in front of you towards the tail end of the game. But would be awesome. I would love to beat this game in 15 minutes or less. Excuse me. So again, I've been speedrunning this game a lot more as of late, just because of the excitement of Resident Evil 3 Remake. And these games are just awesome. I highly recommend playing them casually and speedrun-wise, if possible. Again, I am playing on the older patch of the game. Wonderful. Did not want to hold my face. Alright, everyone's favorite game. Okay. Okay, definitely want this in your first slot. Just because we're going to be using that pretty soon here. Alright, let's see if I can get this zombie quickly. Or Ivy zombie. Wonderful. He's a pain in the butt later. And believe it or not, this simple puzzle has given me so much issue as well.
Modo manual activado. Equipare el tratamiento con la capacidad del cartucho.
A little bit of some serious time there for me. It's a very simple puzzle, I know, but you never know. Especially with me on this game. Okay, let's smash A like a wild man, quickly turn around. Alright, so the purpose of us killing that Ivy zombie, or Ivy plant zombie, just because we have to run straight to this area and we don't want him grabbing us. So those zombies, insta-kill if you don't have a defensive weapon, meaning a knife or a flashbang or a grenade. They will bite your face off, and that's a run killer. Destroy them so they don't spawn later. Alright, cool. So normally I would kill this guy right away, but again, as of my later videos, I just been focusing on just shooting him from a distance, so that way I don't have to worry about holding my face. Hopefully the explosions didn't overpower my voice, and we keep on moving. So this thing used to be very easy for me to do, but now it's just been a real huge pain in the butt. There is a female zombie close to that door over there that I just ignore. I used to shoot a rocket, you know, over the boxes there just to kill her, but again, it's an unnecessary kill, I suppose, right? Alright, so now that we quickly fumbled our way into that little frequency battery. Quickly just use it here. It's Murph. Oop. Oop. So you would think that I would memorize the frequency like input presses, but I don't. I just sort of guess each and every
Bienvenido,
time.
Dr. Lee. Tiene 5 mensajes nuevos.
Vaya. Debería haber... traído un abrigo.
Okay, now we want this in our first slot just because we're going to use it.
Enfriamiento completado.
So that way, as soon as we get to the solution dispenser, just mash A or whatever your A input on your controller. Some people play this on PS4. I believe that is X. Okay. Alright, so now we just gotta race our way to the ladder. Hopefully this ladder doesn't impede us much more than any other ladder. Okay. I don't know if Claire is injured, but I will eat a herb right now. So this beeps for like 5. Okay, quickly skip.
Vaya éxito con la plaga.
La plaga.
Atención. Ha dispersado un tratamiento peligroso.
This zombie here should just die automatically.
Sus acciones han sido registradas y
It's very
será
odd.
sujeto a medidas disciplinarias.
Now we're good to go. If you're playing on Leon's campaign, Mr. X would burst through the window and try to hug you. Okay, a semi-scary part in this run, especially with Claire, is that Ivy zombie right there. In the higher difficulties, the turnaround time of these monsters are pretty scary, so I used to carry there's a flashbang on the countertop of that room with the computer that you use to unlock the rest of the lab with. So I used to grab that for safety, but I don't need it as of late just because the zombie never... Well, I should say this. Shouldn't say that. The zombie usually does not grab you and munches on your face.
Debo encontrar ese agente antivirus.
Alright, so now I'm really close to the end here. Looking at my recording, we're at 23 minutes. I believe if everything was done correctly, I would be probably 21 and a half. So, because as you can tell, the zombies giving us trouble is not really the greatest. Question mark? Did I not do that right? I did not. As you can see, this is not a great... There we go. I'm trying to go fast and I completely messed that one up. Oh, embarrassing. But again, that is one thing that could happen, so I am showing you guys the worst of the worst, right? It was all intended. It helps me kill G4 here with one less shot. Don't believe me. I'm just lying to you. Oh. So when I get closer,
Gracias a Dios. El agente antivírico.
I mash
He de
A.
volver con Sherry.
I mash A when I get close to the antiviral cabinet, but sometimes you can still be within the PC range. So this is going to be loud.
Detectada infracción de tráfico. Cuarentena en el lugar hasta la actualización de las medidas.
Okay, it just takes 5 shots with the rocket launcher. What you do in that area is walk back and aim and fire.
Fin de la cuarentena.
Because again, you can hold your face and it's a time killer, and
He de
also
volver con Sherry.
Also, that boss will walk towards you, and he will take a swipe that will put you, I believe, on at least on assisted. I think in caution. But any other difficulty, I would say caution or danger. So you definitely want to walk back and aim and fire. And once you hit the back of the wall, just pretty much just aim dead center and pepper him a couple times. Okay. I would say about a 32 the ending time.
Sherry, ¿puedes ir más rápido? Sí. Odio meterte prisa, pero debemos irnos.
Excuse me. Cool.
Salgamos de aquí ya.
Use el ascensor central para evacuar inmediatamente al andén inferior.
Again, I think the voices are a little bit louder, so I don't want to talk over them so much. But I guess I can just raise my voice a little bit. So, alright, hold on, there's some dialogue right here. Maybe.
Claire,
¿Sí?
gracias por ser tan buena conmigo, por ayudarme. Me alegra haberte conocido.
Yo también me alegro, Sherry.
Yo
Pero
también.
no me des las gracias hasta que te saque.
Okay. So, what I was trying to get at is I don't know if the zombies react to the certain costumes you wear. When I do the speed run, a lot in the past as well, I always use the dirt bike suit. Elsa Walker, I believe that's the name of the character skin. I believe that was a character before Claire.
10 minutos para la detonación.
I used to shoot that zombie, but there's no need. This guy's very scary. So far, he has yet to bite me on the assisted run, but definitely on the standard and for sure hardcore, he lunges at you. Good. Mash A and B.
Por supuesto, la puerta está cerrada.
No.
Sherry, ¿qué?
Creo que puedo abrir desde el otro lado.
Okay. I was waiting for him. I was like,
No es el momento.
I was waiting for him, and I was like, okay, why didn't he fall yet? But yeah, take out those two Ivy zombies. That way, I don't give you issues. I believe the sound effects are still going on as if they fall.
9 minutos para la detonación.
Come on, baby.
Secuencia de autodestrucción iniciada.
All right.
Use el ascensor central para evacuar
I've yet to find a way to.
inferior.
Ah!
Bien hecho, Sherry.
Somos un buen equipo.
To wiggle my way in between sharing the door. Pretty good. I'll take that.
Sherry, ¿estás bien?
¡Te sigo!
Buena chica, ya casi estamos fuera.
Buena chica.
Igual podemos usar esa.
¡Probemos!
I am Hispanic, so hearing this is great. It's wonderful. Alright, good menuing, good skipping. I like it.
8 minutos para la detonación.
Okay, let's smash through this. Quickly get stuck on the chair. Now, final boss. This is very loud. My apologies. He takes 20 hits.
¿Por qué no se muere?
I believe that's 8. so it is 20 hits. Let's see what kind of time we got with all the shenanigans that happen. Not bad. Not bad. Not bad at all. Especially, you know, with the zombies giving me issues with the out of bounds portion. But for the most part, again, the stuff that I used to get 100% of the time, well, close to 100%, has been giving me so many issues. And the other stuff, meaning after the library zombie, going into the statue and then running out of bounds, that has... I've been improving there, so... I remember when I used to run this game, getting like 34 or 32, or sorry, 34 or 36 was cool for me. So little minor tweaks in my run that I've been doing, and also the run has been fighting back. But again, I love this game. I highly recommend it. Thank you for watching if you make it this far. My apologies if the video quality looks a little bit sketchy. It'll be something that I'll work on for sure in the future with upgrading my equipment, but very much appreciated. Hope you have a great day. I'll see you soon.